said that he really liked the defense to be better, and he's got his schemes that he drives in. But he talks a lot about individual pride. What does that mean to you guys when it comes to defense, individual pride?
It means a lot. He's been doing a good job of kind of tailoring our coverages to kind of team we are, and we've been kind of messing around with different schemes, and I think we're on to something. Last night was our first game trying something a little different, and a lot of positive stuff coming from it, and obviously you can always get a lot better, but it's a good start. So I think things are looking up. The energy's always been consistent. It's just always channeling it, and getting some efficiency out of it.
Does it take time for a new group defensively?
Yeah, it's been a grind for us all season, and if you look at the team, myself, Torian, and Dennis, have struggled, early on in the year. One of us to play well, or two of us to play well, but now it's just all three of us are starting, kind of figure it out, and everyone else is getting involved, especially with having Muskie and Dwayne out. John missed some time. It's kind of been tough to kind of find a groove, but I think things are starting to come together. We're getting used to what we have as a team, and battling 48 minutes every night.
Your month-to-month numbers keep climbing. Is this the best that you felt, most explosive you felt, comfortable you felt, whatever? Is this the best you've felt in a while?
Yeah, I've took the onus this summer of really focusing on my body. Didn't really touch a ball much, probably up until August. When I actually got in the gym and started working. Because if you can come in here and work out all day, but if you don't feel well, in the 82 season game, it's just tough to even be you. And I went through that all last year, just not feeling yourself and not feeling 100%. And this year it's been great, being able to chase guys around. They put me on a lot of guys that come off a lot of screens, and that's what I used to do. In college, chase guys off screens and just be a pesky defender. And I'm getting back to that, and this staff has done a good job of helping me develop my game, and usage rates are going up a little bit, making passes and setting guys up and making good plays.
Yeah, speaking of those passes, your assist numbers are, I believe, at career high rates. Are you embracing that almost as a secondary playmaker at times for this offense?
Yeah, sometimes to a fault. Sometimes I overpass, and it's just me, trying to get guys involved. And you got so many shooters on your team. Ersan, Luke, Marco. The list goes on. Torian shooting really well. You want to get those guys shots, and like I said, it's to a fault sometimes that I may overpass, but it just speaks to the kind of guys we have on this team too, because they have the easy part of making the pass, and they have the hard part of making the shot. So it's good though. It shows that I am learning the game, growing the game, watching a lot of film, and trying to see what my guys are on a play-by-play basis.
It does, looking at your numbers, even watching you, it does look like you're more decisive on the court, if that makes any sense. Like, your outside shooting numbers are up, your free throw rates kind of exploded, you're attacking more. It feels like it. Is that by design? Is that just kind of how things are playing out for you?
That's fair. I've just been more decisive. Playing with a purpose. Not just trying to wait for something to happen. Actually kind of dictating what can happen, and that's how the great players are great players. They can dictate the game. They know. Coming off, and it's really just my communication on both ends of the floor is taking off. I'm talking to my players a lot. If I see something, walking to the bench or even in timeouts, and just letting guys know, hey, when I come off, roll this time so I can get the corner pass, or the middle's wide open, roll down the lane. And we have some very, very explosive bigs, and those guys play so far above the rim, and that helps a lot too. That it takes the onus off me to have to finish over those bigs all the time. And, I can throw lobs or little pocket passes, and they can go up and finish.
So let's got Tyler Cavanaugh, him getting that long-term contract. You've been in that position, two-way player, dealing with the G League or D League back in the day and everything like that. Talk about that, and how life-changing is that to have at least a secure contract for your professional career?
It's awesome, and that's what this league's all about. The route I came in, I always root for guys like that. And he's such a hard worker, and the first game he played with us, extended minutes down in New Orleans, he was special. And You know, he just works so hard. He's here every day. He's lifting. He's getting up shots, and he's doing all the right things. Very well-spoken kid. Went to college 4 or 5 years, so he kind of understands. You know, he's been through the grit and grind. A lot of similarities. When we got the multi-year contract, I was super pumped. I've been kind of rooting for him, vouching for him all year, trying to set him up with Under Armour too. So it's my guy, man. I'm proud of him.
Seems like it's kind of changed. It used to be if a guy was a second rounder and not drafted, it was hard to get in the league. But now there's more of a player development aspect to it.
Yeah. Social media, YouTube, all these, these guys have all these highlight tapes, and those guys like myself and Cavanaugh don't really get the exposure, and put them in the gym with a lot of, other NBA players and GMs and pro scouts was like, wow, this kid can play. I mean, it's no secret. If you're good, the ball's gonna find you. It's just guys just getting the foot in the door and doing the right things. A lot of guys, get close to having an opportunity and squander it somewhere by, showing up late or, not working hard. When you come in the back of the line, you get your foot in the door. You got to kind of stand out, by, your work ethic, because you're not really gonna, get the minutes and, putting in the time with the coaches, getting to know the coaches, and working out. And then when you get your time, you blow the door down and get yourself, some security.
What's the first thing you did when you signed your multi-year?
I extended my lease. Month to month, man. That thing's expensive. Yeah, man, it's expensive month to month. Yeah, man, it's humble beginnings, and he's gonna have a very long career. A guy that super strong. He plays like he's 7 foot tall. He rebound, shoot it. Great screening. Great IQ for the game of basketball at such an early age.
Were you able to catch the Kobe retirement ceremony? I know you talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, I did. Rushed home. I had a DVR just in case. I think it meant more to a lot of players around the league, and maybe even meant to him. Everyone that grew up watching Kobe, survived all the comparisons, the AIs, the T-Macs, all those guys that, they try to put up against Kobe. He did it for 20 years at such a high clip, and it's kind of cool to see that each 10 years and each number was almost identical. Like the numbers and stuff it's impressive. I've been only playing for 6 years, and just to see the impact he's had for so long it's impressive. It's hard to put into words what he's done for the game, but it's utterly impressive.